Hello everybody and welcome to another video of Green Square Talks Battlebots. Joining me once again, we got Pory Nog. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well myself. Think you probably should speak up a little because I think you're a little quiet, just to let you know.
Oh, yep. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Cool.
So in this video, we'll be discussing the fifth fight card of my fantasy tournament. This will be coming out this upcoming Tuesday, and polls will be going up on my Instagram. And yeah, feel free to comment who you think would win when I post it in the Facebook group here. Lots of great fights in here once again. Got another great main event. Two major contenders in Battlebots 2020 for the main event today. We got Whiplash and Copperhead. And we got Copperhead and
Gonna be a good
their
one.
nasty drum spinner taking on Whiplash and their both vertical spinner and lifter here. This would be an excellent fight if these two clashed in this season of Battlebots. But we'll get to that one at the end. We'll start off with the leadoff fight, which features Biohazard and Hijinks. Biohazard, we haven't really seen those. We saw them as a success in the Comedy Central area, managed to win a few titles there. They participated in many other tournaments, but then ended up retiring the design after what I believe both Megabyte and Brutality was able to do to it.
And
so
they
on.
destroyed it.
Yeah. They're taking on Hijinks, who is definitely a capable machine of doing the same thing here, as they got an undercutter there. It's got a lot of power to it. Of course, though, they did have drive issues in their first fight against Big Dill, but hopefully they'll fix it, because they said that there are more great Hijinks fights coming this season, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this spot. That thing looks awesome.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
So yeah, I know there were rumors that Biohazard would have potentially come out of retirement. I believe this was a few years ago, but then of course that didn't seem to happen, unfortunately.
I think what it was that I think actually either Greg or Trey confirmed it on a podcast that apparently the reason Biohazard hasn't returned is just because they give such short notice to the builders. Like when the season happens, they give the builders notice like 2 months in advance, and Carlo wants to know like a year in advance, I guess, because he wants to design a whole new robot and he wants it to be like perfect. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I feel like Biohazard came into this one. They are quite well armored, so I feel like they would be able to take some hits from Hijinks. They would definitely be probably be trying to box rush Hijinks, kind of like what Claw Viper was able to do. I don't know why I said Big Dill earlier taking on Hijinks. It was Claw Viper that took on Hijinks. Jeez, I just caught that now.
That's an offshoot of Team Warhawk. I mean, he's a mistake to make.
Yeah. Yeah, but either way, though, yeah, Hijinks definitely had some speed controller issues, but yeah, sounds like they got them fixed. Got that fixed based off of some of their posts. As yeah, I believe they do have. I believe them when they say that they got some more exciting fights coming for this upcoming season. And yeah, I feel like I'll probably give Hijinks an edge in this one if these two were to fight. But then, yeah, I don't want to count out Biohazard as both teams have terrific drivers. Orion Beach is a good driver for Hijinks.
Orion Beach is a beast. He's very good.
Yeah, Carlo as well is a good driver too. This would definitely be a good clash of drivers here. So right now, should we vote for this one?
Yeah, we can vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a slight edge to Hijinks, as
I am too.
Yeah, I think there'll be less than a minute on the clock if these two ended up fighting in the arena against each other.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I feel like it would definitely come down to that, and if it got to a judge decision, they probably lean it over in Hijinks' favor, because I could see it like taking off like maybe a wedge skirt or something, maybe messing up the lifter.
All right, so fight number 2, we got Adam 94 and Stinger. Stinger, a retired design that I really want to see back, as I think that bot would do terrific against a lot of the spinner bots that we've been seeing this season here. I feel like they would definitely go with their plow configuration for Adam 94 to be able to deflect and take a bunch of hits from Adam 94's drum spinner. And then Adam 94, we saw them. They were Big Dill's opponent and first opponent. They had some radio issues. I am confident they were able to get those fixed, and they would probably be trying to go for Stinger's wheels if these two fought.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I agree. Yeah, with those, I feel like Adam 94 probably is going to figure out their issues. And by the way, Team Plum Crazy, if you're watching this, we want Stinger back. But anyways, yeah, I feel like Stinger would probably win this though, just because like they're really he's a really amazing driver, and
Yeah.
Stinger doesn't let up.
Stinger definitely has a terrific driver here. I definitely feel like they would be able to control this fight quite well, kind of like what they were able to do with Warhead back in the first season, and what they were able to do for parts of their fight with Megatento. By the way, I think that fight was controversial. I think Stinger should have won that fight. Hey, and so on. And yeah, I would give Stinger a slight edge,
Yeti.
but then, of course, though, I think if Ab 94 even gets to the sides even once, that could turn the tide on this fight completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Which fun fact with the Stinger and Megatento fight, it wasn't Megatento's spinner that knocked off Stinger's wheel. It was the spike traps that did that.
It just came off.
Yeah, a spike. There was a spike that got in. There's a spike that got in there and loosened the wheel. Well, no, a spike. One of the spikes hit Stinger in a bad place, and then all it took was just them ramming into the rails, and it fell off by itself, and so on.
The only time the spikes actually did damage to a robot in the reboot.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this would be a good. I think this would be a good fight. Like this will be a good challenge for each other here. Is the team from India running AB 94 is very well known, as they've done very well in several tournaments in their area here. They would definitely give Stinger a good challenge in this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it would be a pretty close fight, but I think Stinger would like just edge it out a little bit.
I'm assuming that'll be your vote.
Yeah, I vote for Stinger.
Yep, that's going to be my vote as well. I think Stinger's going to win this. I think Stinger's going to control this fight for probably 60% of it and get the win that way. All right, fight number 3, we got Spork and Diator, in which Diator, we're going off of the UK versus the world design, not their like series 1 through 7 stuff here, because the vertical spinners are more fun on and such.
Yeah.
It's too bad that Spork doesn't have a flamethrower, because I feel like with any flamethrower bot, Diator would be their dream opponent and to go up against, and so on. Yeah, I feel like Spork would probably try and go with the hammer. I think that would be an excellent fight to see like the hammer configuration that they have, like whether it's one of those two weapons or both of them. I think. Yeah, I think that would be an excellent choice. Of course, though, their flipper could do some stuff here. As we know, Apollo managed to get Diator stuck on their head to when those two fought, and Apollo won it that way, and so on. But yeah, I feel like Spork definitely got a few options to win this one. As we know, Terahertz managed to take out Diator's safety link when those two fought, and then, of course, Apollo got them stuck. Spork has both of those weapons at their arsenal for this thing and could potentially use either one. Of course, though, we don't want to count out Diator's vertical spinner. We haven't exactly seen a lot of power out of it. We know it took some bits out of Terahertz's front, but it's honestly about it that I've really seen.
Yeah, I'm thinking Diator might just barely win this, but it'd be a really close one.
Yeah, because I feel like Diator will definitely have a lot of trouble with Spork front of this thing. But of course, though, Spork, the thing that I'm questioning about their fight with Rusty is, did Rusty actually do like some serious damage to Spork backside, or were they having a bunch of internal issues? Because they seem to lose power to their weapon after that one lift that they managed to get, and then they soon lost drive after that. I wouldn't know
Yeah,
for sure. Lilith would know a lot more than me.
yeah, Lilith, if you're watching, let us know. But I think I feel like Sporkanax lost to Rusty was more so teething issues, and actually Rusty, like, I don't think Rusty's jackhammer like killed Sporkanax or anything. I think it just, it just happened to survive, and like the way it sort of like without the spork, the back wasn't weighed down as much, so wheels weren't really touching the ground, so
Yeah.
just didn't have traction really.
All right. Should we vote for this one?
Yeah, I vote for Diator, but just barely.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Diator as well. I don't think that we're gonna see a lot of action from Diator's vertical spinner in this one, but I think they're gonna win this in less than a minute and a half.
And we almost actually get Diator in Battlebots season 5. Like, didn't they have a GoFundMe or something?
I don't know. I don't
I thought
know
they
for
did.
sure. That's very possible. All right. Fight number 4, we got Complete Control and Gravity. I feel like Gravity is opponent Complete Control will have a lot of trouble with, is I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I could be very wrong about this, but I really think the only place Complete Control can really get a successful grab at is right at the front of Gravity. Going from the front of Gravity could either help them if they are low enough to the ground, or it could be a major mistake because Gravity is Gravity, a very powerful
Yeah.
flipper bot. Is They were my prediction to win Robot Wars Series 7, but then of course they fell to Tornado. Oh, that series.
Tornado.
But yeah, I feel like we're gonna see some head-on collisions here, and whoever is lower to the ground between these two, I think would win if these two happen to fight.
Yeah, I agree. This is a really tough one to call. By the way, another robot that I really wish would return, Complete Control. And,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like Complete Control.
think
Yeah,
it
I
just
understand why they like retired it, why Derek Young retired it, knowing that there's like not a lot of grabbers, and grabbers, it's kind of like hard for grabbers to get like or designs for like his to get like an effective lift and stuff up against a lot of these big
yeah.
spinner bots. Like if I
Yeah,
go off
I
of,
think he has a family too, if I recall correctly. Like
yeah,
he's like,
think if I went
financially.
off of like somebody else's on this fight card, like Hijinks, for example, Complete Control would just have such a hard time with Hijinks. And it's like they would need to like
Yeah,
box rush him, but then Complete Control's armor wasn't exactly the toughest, as we saw Warhead easily manage to disable drive on both sides on Complete Control before setting it on fire and stuff.
yeah. I think Complete Control wouldn't be very competitively viable, but like I think it would still have a few really good moments. And,
Oh yeah,
it's one of
like
the first robots that I ever really loved. I mean,
I think
I
they would
profile
top
picture on Instagram
Gruff
of the
for,
toy.
but I think they would top Gruff for whoever has the more powerful flamethrower between these two bots. As we saw their flamethrower do some major damage. Ooh, yeah, look, yeah. Basically, based off of what I'm saying, like when they fought Bombshell, that flamethrower did a ton of damage to Bombshell. As I think they almost lost drive completely after Complete Control managed to get a successful hold on them.
Yeah, I agree. Hang on, just one moment. I'm sorry. My dog's freaking out.
No worries.
Right.
So yeah, if I probably picked somebody between these two, I would probably choose Gravity. Yeah, no, but to win this battle here, but yeah, it'll depend on whoever's lower to the ground between these two machines. As for whom I think would win this fight, as I think Complete Control just wouldn't be able to get like a successful lift on Gravity if they were to like try to attack them from the sides or the back side or something like that. Still, this would honestly be an interesting fight. Two retired designs possibly coming back and fighting in the ring here, even though I don't know if this would ever happen.
Anyways, should we put it to a vote?
Yeah. All right. So I'm probably gonna vote Gravity for this one, but this would definitely be a fun battle here if these two came out of retirement and fought. and such.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Gravity too. Sorry complete control.
All right, fight number 5. We got Exterminator, another design from Robot Wars Series 7, taking on Jackpot, whom we've seen in Battlebots 2020. Now, as Jackpot, they successfully got a win. They got a win over Sub-Zero in their first fight, and then they'll take on Ghost Raptor, and I think that's the only other fight of theirs I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's the only fights we know currently. We know those two.
They're fighting Exterminator, who went from an axe to a vertical spinner coming into Series 7 and managed to get 4th place out of that. Is that vertical spinner was able to cause a lot of destruction here. And
Yeah.
they could have a fun time with Jackpot and this one. So I feel like this is probably another one where whoever has like the lower ground between those two would win this fight here, is I think both bots are very capable of causing a lot of destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jackpot had some welding problems in their opening round fight that caused their weapon to be bent out of place, caused them to have some driving issues and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But they did reveal in that post that they do have a self-righting mechanism if they happen to get flipped, which would definitely be nice. Yeah, I feel like whoever has lower ground or whoever gets to the sides of the other first, I think they would be the one to win this fight. Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Of course,
feel
though, a
it,
big
but
concern.
I feel like.
Or you go ahead.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
Yeah, a big concern I would possibly have is Exterminator actually cannot self-right if they get flipped over. I feel like that could be Jackpot's goal if those two fought.
If they get pointy things on the side, don't they shoot out like what Vlad the Impaler had?
No, that was
what am I thinking of?
Yeah, that was a concern that they mentioned. I feel like you might be thinking of Razor.
No, it has little pointy things on the side, and they have little pistons inside them that shoot out.
Possibly. Don't know, because I want to say I remember them. I want to say I remember them mentioning that one of the things they can't do is self-right, but then luckily they've never had that issue when they fought, when they were fighting in Robot Wars Series 7. Their only losses came from getting destroyed by Typhoon 2 in their full body spinner, and then losing in a driving match and just having such a massive repair job to do after their fight with Typhoon 2 when they fought Tornado for the 3rd place battle. And so on.
I'm not showing the image.
Well, yeah, I think this would be an interesting fight if these two were to clash in the arena, take on each other. As I think this will be a fun fight. It could be a close one too, despite Exterminator not competing in any tournaments that I can think of since Robot Wars 7th series.
Yeah, maybe a live circuit or two, but for the most part, I see this loading. I'm trying to look at Exterminator. Okay, maybe you're right. I can't really tell.
Yeah.
But anyways, I feel like Exterminator would edge it out though, just because Jackpot did seem to be having a lot of teething issues. Even outside of the weapon getting jacked up, it was moving sporadically and
All right. So
yeah,
we'll go ahead and put to vote. Yeah, my vote will be I'm gonna vote Jackpot for this one.
I'm gonna vote Exterminator.
Ooh. All right, so this one is split. So since there's only 2 of us here, the tiebreaker will just come down to the comments. So be sure to comment down below to this video whom you think will win between Exterminator and Jackpot here. All right, so next up we have a Robot Wars battle between Supernova and Big Nipper. Supernova, we haven't seen. We've seen them fight a few times in the classic Robot Wars. I believe Series 6 and 7. Then they fought again in Series 8 and 9. As we know, I know with Series 6, they were booted out in the opening round or in the opening battle. Same thing with Series 8. Series 7, I think they made the Heat final, if I remember right. And then
Something
Series
like
9,
that,
I
yeah.
believe they got third in their Heat in that one. They made it past the opening round, but then I think they only took out Frostbite, and that's it. So with Big Nipper,
That's right.
they participate in both the Classic, I believe, and this as well. They have a vertical spinner and a
Mhm.
grabber at their arsenal. I feel like they would go with the vertical spinner for Supernova here, as I think they would just struggle if they had the grabber or for that
Yeah,
one.
the grabber would just hurt him.
Yeah. So thoughts on this one, Pory?
I think I feel like Big Nipper would have a pretty easy time with Supernova, but then it's hard to say because Supernova's disc is pretty deadly.
Yeah.
This is a hard one.
I'm gonna be honest myself. Supernova had a lot of karma hit them in Series 9 after what they did, the Frostbite. As yeah, some of the shots that they landed on that spot was a little unnecessary to me. And
Yeah, they were
then
just like, "Oh, I'm in the box with this 160-pound machine. Let's
yeah,
just take advantage of it."
the karma started hitting them at the end of that fight when they lost a weapon belt. And then they had reliability problems for their next two fights when they fought Pulsar and Ironside, and so on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I would
kind of like I
lean
feel like
towards Big Nipper.
Supernova would have like a better chance of like winning a weapon on weapon exchange, knowing they could catch like
Hmm.
one of like the wedgelet areas or potentially like clip onto like one of the corners of the bot there with their horizontal
Yeah,
spinner. But of course, Big Nipper is definitely the more reliable machine between the two of those, and they could definitely land some big hits of their own with that vertical spinner here. This would definitely be a hard one, like what you said.
it's
If
close. Yeah. At first, I was thinking, "Oh, Big Nipper's got it," and I'm like, "Wait, oh yeah, that's who they're facing."
Yeah, Supernova definitely has a lot of power to that spinner too. Like if yeah, 'cause if they were as reliable as they were when they fought Frostbite, they would not go down easy there compared to Pulsar and Ironside 3, where they had issues and within the first 30 seconds of both of those fights.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think my vote's gonna go to the Big Nipper though.
Yeah, my vote's gonna go Big Nipper as well. Also, yeah. All right, second to last fight. This fight card, we got Kraken and Slammo here. Now,
Hmm.
as two Battlebots 2020 designs, both of them looked great in their first matchups. Of course, though,
Hmm.
Kraken didn't end up winning in a fight that quite a few people found controversial as well. Oh, but
Hmm.
Kraken still looked great in that fight. Like they may not have won that. They may not have won that match, but they put on a heck of a show and they proved that is like one of the best Krakens we have seen.
Oh
Now, as they're
yeah,
taking on Slammo, who won their first fight against Pain Train, and potentially, potentially reverse the Danby curse that we've been seeing out of Craig and Chris Danby all these years, and
oh
such.
yeah.
Thoughts on this one, Pori?
This is a really hard one to say because Kraken's gonna be really hard to actually get a suplex on because it's the shape it is.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I don't see Kraken doing a whole lot to Slammo because those teeth they aren't particularly damaging and flame can
yeah.
only do so much. But
Yes, I feel like this one's going to be a major driving match to see who can outmaneuver the other here. As I see, if these two bots like went head on with each other, I feel like they would have a hard time grabbing a hold and flipping or suplexing the other, and with Kraken grabbing down on Slammo here. This would probably be a
yeah,
challenging fight for either machine in this one.
yeah, I agree. I think I would probably lean slightly towards Kraken just because I feel like Kraken is slightly better driven.
Yeah, Matt Spork is definitely a good driver here, as is Craig Danby, as both
Hmm.
of them have each had some impressive driving performances. His, I just want to watch I just want to watch Craig Danby get a little cocky with this one, like what he had multiple times with Foxick, but then yeah, that ended up jinxing him a little, oh and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
I'd
kind
be
of
happy
fun.
if
It
they
was kind of
resist him
funny
first.
when he fought Thor and was so confident he would break the axe, but then Thor didn't fire the axe even once until he was in the right position, and Craig Dammy called him out for being a coward. Oh man, that was so much fun to watch.
Classic.
Yes. Oh man. Well, should we put this one to a vote?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kraken by like a split decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Kraken by a split decision as well as yeah, this will be just a major driving war between these two bots.
Hmm.
All right, finally we have the main event for this fight card, which features Whiplash and Copperhead. Now, as we got Whiplash, where we haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen them for the second time yet, as we're only four
Yeah,
episodes into Battlebots 2020, and all they've had so far was their season opening fight with Sawblaze, where
yeah,
that didn't go so well for them.
I know. It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, Whiplash is the team I'm predicting to win. I predicted to win Battlebots 2020 as for before the season started here. I still think they
Same.
can win it, as they could definitely come back from that.
Oh yeah, yeah, no
As
doubt. I
they're
think
taking
they
on
should.
yeah, they're taking on Copperhead, who just dismantled Gigabyte in their opening round fights and so on. Copperhead definitely looked quite good in their first fight, and I think they could definitely do well in Battlebots 2020, as could Whiplash here.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I agree. I think although Copperhead was did seem to have sort of like drive issues in the Gigabyte fight, like not like significant ones, but
Yeah,
you can see he
I'm
was like
not sure
travel
if
up
they
a
were
little
having
bit.
drive issues or if yeah, because Gigabyte seemed to be like tracking fluids. It's after like the first big hit that caused their spinner to fall and their
That might have been
self-righter to
it. Yeah.
lose, and it's possible that Copperhead was just having traction problems, but
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one. Um, but yeah,
But either
yeah.
way, it looks badass.
Yeah, Copperhead's definitely got an awesome paint job here, and that robot is definitely a lot better than it was last season. And
Hmm.
we'll have to see how well he would fare against Matty Vazquez and his amazing driving abilities. As yeah, I imagine Whiplash would probably be trying to outmaneuver Copperhead. As I feel like if they went head on, I would feel like Copperhead would bend the forks on the front of Whiplash, as if
Hmm.
that happened here, which would give Whiplash a lot of trouble for the remainder of the fight.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think with Copperhead would like Whiplash wants to get to the side of Copperhead because Copperhead turns and it's going to be like gyrating and
Yep.
stuff. It's
That
two
would definitely
wheeled.
be something Whiplash could take advantage of as well. Oh, that's, yeah. This fight, you might see this main event and thinking, oh, definitely Whiplash. No, this one would be a much closer fight. As yeah, both bots are definitely difficult ones to take down here. Looking forward to seeing Whiplash return to the arena once again as Copperhead, as is Copperhead as well, as both bots have. Yeah, like I know Whiplash. No, I believe their other two opponents are Gruff and Valkyrie, if I remember right.
Yeah, Gruff and Valkyrie.
And then Copperhead wasn't it P1, and I don't know who else.
Um, well, it's a bounty fight, but apparently they fight Kronos in the bounty tournament. The rematch. That should
Oh,
be
that'll
fun.
be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you don't, that'll be a fun rematch. As yeah, that is Copperhead and Kronos. That was the provided helicopter that we saw Son of Waiachi take back in 2016. Copperhead managed to send Kronos flying across the arena, like what they did with Sao, as
Hmm.
Poison Arrow 2 seasons ago. But Yeah, their drum spinner fell out after that exchange, and Copperhead was done for the rest of the fight when that
Apparently,
happened.
Kronos, that hit from Kronos, like, I don't want to say split the frame, but like it made the frame extend out. That's why they had the little bar in front of it
Yeah.
with Gigabyte, because when Kronos hit it, it sort of like went like outward, sort of, and that's what they were
Yeah,
worried about
yeah,
with
they put that
Gigabyte.
on there to kind of like help it stay like intact because of that fight with
Yeah,
Kronos.
yeah. Robert Cowan did like a video talking about that when after the Gigabyte fight.
Yeah. So should we put this one to a vote?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Whiplash by a really close decision.
I'm gonna go split decision. I'm actually gonna pick Copperhead. I'm gonna go against the team
Ooh.
that I'm predicting to win it all. Oh, this will be a good fight here.
Yeah, that's
So
I
yeah,
could see either one
if
winning.
you already dropped one comment and on who you think should win between Jackpot and Exterminator, I believe it was, be sure to comment whom you think would win between Whiplash and Copperhead as well, and so on.
Yeah, tell me how wrong you think I am.
Or how wrong I am. See who's more wrong between the two of us.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say about this fight card, Pory?
Now I really want to see Whiplash and Copperhead actually fight. That
Yeah,
would be
same
really fun.
here. Like so many of these fights that we run into, they're
You're just
ones
like,
that,
crap, I want this to
yeah,
really happen.
yeah, I really want to see it. That's the fun part about doing these fantasy tournaments. Like you get to
Yeah.
see exactly whom you would really want to see, and supposedly the teams. I was told by a few of them that they like those things because then fans will, because they like how fans show off whom they think their bot could beat if they happen to run into them in the future and such.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're super fun. All right. Well, thank you to everybody for watching this video. Be sure to comment whom you think would win between Exterminator and Jackpot and Whiplash and Copperhead. And be sure to comment whom you think would win for both of those, and so on. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to Pory Nog for co-hosting in this thing as always. And I will hopefully see you in the next video.